Hello, Jeremy Chambers, Independence Acres Homestead. We have been tagged and challenged in the 10 questions for All Homesteaders collaboration. So we've been tagged in the 10 questions all homesteaders should answer collab that was started by Copper Kettle Farms. And we were tagged by Linda at PG Nano Farm. And really excited to be able to share these answers with you guys today. So the first question, what got you into homesteading? Well, we've answered this question before, but I'll go ahead and answer it for a few minutes here. We started off purchasing our property and with the intention of being preppers. But things just naturally progressed as we got more animals, as we got more into gardening, and a little bit more into self-sufficiency here on our own property. We realized we were no longer preppers, we were now homesteaders. Question number 2. What do you want to add to your homestead in 2020? Well, there's a couple things that I want to work on. We already have added some American chinchilla rabbits. We might be looking at adding some additional breeding stock, but our primary focus is going to be working on the garden. I'm going to add some raised beds for some herbs. We're going to be looking to add a few more fruit-bearing plants, maybe some additional trees or some bushes. Not 100% yet, but I do know that I've made some connections in the last few months here, and we're going to be looking to add some more fruit-bearing plants. All right, number 3. What is the most difficult lesson you have learned in homesteading? Well, let's see. The most difficult thing I would have to say is that life is precious. When you're raising animals, something at any minute could go wrong where you are dealing with the death of an animal. Especially raising rabbits. Yes, they do sometimes produce like rabbits, but sometimes they don't. And, baby rabbits are a very delicate creature. So yeah, life is precious. I think that's the most difficult thing we've had to learn. Not only the lives of our animals, but also my life. Not that I've had any major life scares, but I've dealt with some health issues in the last few years, which homesteading has really helped with. If you follow the link up here, you'll see a little bit more about what it is that I've dealt with. Number 4, what is your favorite chore on the homestead? Well, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's got to be taking care of the rabbits. There's nothing more amazing than seeing new life and being able to hold it in your hand. And man, the rabbits are just an amazing addition to our homestead. We're really glad that we put them, that we added them, but also they're just so much fun. They're so stinking cute, right? All right. What is your favorite thing to grow? Well, in our garden, our favorite thing this year was probably the tromboncino squash. It's a very unique squash. We're also really good at growing winter squash here on the property, so I would have to say that's probably one of our favorite things. What do you love the most about the homesteading community? Well, there's 2 things. Number 1, most of the time they're not afraid to ask questions, which is great. A lot of people are just really afraid to ask questions, afraid to admit that they don't know something. But the second thing is that they're not afraid to share knowledge and to answer questions. In so many other communities, people are, seems like they're just wanting to protect themselves, to protect what they know, protect the value of their knowledge. But in the homesteading community, and we're the same, I would much rather see you succeed than to make a dime off of you. So, a lot of times I'm giving away my knowledge for free. Really, Rue? man, he's loud today. So a lot of times I'm giving away my knowledge for free, and that's great because, you know, I'm being blessed in other ways. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So that's one thing that I love. Well, that's the two things I love about the homesteading community. Now it's time to take a quick break from this video in order to talk about our sponsor today. Well, our sponsor today is me. That's right, because nobody sponsors my videos. We're completely self-funded. So what I need you guys to do is, if you are a meat rabbit lover, I need you guys to head over to Teespring and check out our t-shirts. See that right there? Eat more rabbit. That's right, guys. Head on over to Teespring. Link will be in the description. And if you order before January 4th of 2020, you'll be able to receive 20% off your order. All right, favorite meal that I make. Ooh, oh gosh, I love food so much. We're foodies in the house, so honestly, pretty much anything we make we love, even if it's just a quick throw together meal with leftovers in the fridge. I don't know. Man, I make a mean smoked brisket. And I tell you what, one of our favorites recently, especially using some of the rabbit that we grow here, we like to make a buttered rabbit. Ooh, it's really good. It's so tasty. Kind of like buttered chicken, but, you know, with rabbit. It really tastes like chicken, especially in that instance. All right, my favorite holiday. Let's see. Independence Day?
Happy Independence Day! Yeah!
I don't know. You know, Independence Acres Homestead, Independence Day. Yeah, Independence Day. And not necessarily so much for the fireworks or anything like that, but I think it's just for the hope and the passion that holiday instills. It's a difficult one. Freedom isn't free, and it requires us to scratch it out from this world every day sometimes. And Independence Day is a lot like homesteading. It's not easy to come by, but once you have it, you love it, right? All right. Number 9, is your homestead where you want to settle permanently? That's a tough question. Kind of a loaded question too. For us, yes and no. It is because we've invested so much time and energy and money into this property. We love where we're at. We love what we have. But you know, there's always that dream of a little more. Michigan is great for a lot of things, but there's one thing it's not great for, and that's its growing season. If we could get into an area where our growing season was extended by, you know, a month or two, we could produce a lot more on our homestead and be able to do, you know, be a lot more self-sufficient. But in the end, yes and no, if that makes sense. Sorry, I know it's confusing. What homesteaders do you follow and enjoy learning from? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Shout out to the Fuel Homestead. We by watching her videos and speaking with her, it's what really got us going on homesteading itself and transitioning from you know, that prepper mentality to the homesteader mentality. We also like watching Josh at the City Stead. He's actually another Michigander here. He lives only about 30 minutes away from us. Never met him personally. You know, Josh, we need to get together. But you know, he's given me a lot of great advice on. I like watching his videos for advice on just some micro gardening. Really good on the urban steading. Brew City Gardener. Shout out to my buddy over there at Brew City Gardener. Once again, great content. Really inspired me a lot with his editing and stuff of that nature, some of his camera work. So I'll have to, you know, love watching some Brew City Gardener. He's putting out some good content, and really excited to see what the future has in store for him. Those three have really, you know, motivated me and inspired me. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'll throw a few other links down in the comments or the description here. But yeah, those three I really enjoy watching. I want to thank Linda again one more time at PG Nano Farm. for tagging us in this video and to do this collaboration. And now it's time for me to tag somebody. I am going to be tagging Homestead Evolution. You are challenged now to do the 10 questions every homesteader should answer. All right. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, God bless.